Hello, hello. Hope everybody's doing well as we wrap up our social science project. So I've talked with a lot of you this week. I've met with some of you. Things seem to be coming together. So a few reminders. You are either doing a study proposal or an observation report. You're not doing both. So don't confuse the two and don't mix the two. Whichever you are doing, you will do all of the APA stuff for this document. So this is where you will have the title page. You will have an abstract. Remember that an abstract goes on its own page following the title page. Your report will start on the next page. You will put the title of the report at the top. You do not need to label the introduction. You just begin it and move on. Remember to incorporate your literature review into the introduction of your report. Now, some of you may use the whole thing. Some of you may use part of your literature review because you focus things further since you wrote your literature review. Some of you may make some changes. That's fine. Do what works for your report. Once you have introduced your report, your observation, or your study proposal, you've incorporated that literature review and your research question, you will then move into the method section. Remember that the method should be very specific and very precise. Someone reading your method section should be able to go carry out the observation or go carry out that study. For those of you doing an observation, your results section will follow with the data that you collected. The results section just has that data. It does not talk about the data. It doesn't extrapolate from it. It just has that data. For those of you doing a study proposal, you can discuss in your results section what you expect to see. And then you will have the discussion. For the observation, you will discuss what these findings could mean, what implications they have, perhaps what kind of research is needed to carry this question on further. You could perhaps discuss some things that could go better, things you would change for next time, potential biases. In the discussion for a study proposal, you can discuss some potential pitfalls, some things that need to be considered, other types of studies that can be done, etc. And then, whichever kind of report you're doing, you will have your references list at the end. If you need to use a table to report your results, or an image or diagram, you can include that in your report, or you can include it at the end as what's called an appendix. An appendix will come after the end of your report and after the references. So we'll get these in, and then we'll move on to the humanities section of the course, which is, of course, my favorite. We will be working with literature. For those of you who will be moving on to a 200 level English with us here at CCCC, you will need that. For those of you who are not, who are going to be finishing your English courses with 112, the kinds of analysis we will do will be very helpful to you, and it's going to be fun. There's something here for everybody. So I'm really excited about us moving into it. I will say that students often feel a great sense of relief once we finish the social science project and move into the literature unit. So I'm really excited to get into that with you all. So I'm sorry that it's been so long since I posted a video. I've been spending far more time in email and in collaborate with folks than I have preparing videos this week, obviously. So I will plan to be back with you Friday in a video to introduce our literature unit and the first things that we're reading. If you need help or have questions, please get in touch. If you need to meet with me, if you need to ask some questions before you turn in this report, please do. I'm happy to talk with you. I'm happy to help. I'm looking forward to reading these. I'm looking forward to grading them and getting them back to you. And as always, I'm here. So hang in there. You're almost there. And we'll move on to bigger, more fun things. All right. Take care. Keep trucking.